Okay. Hi guys, hope you're having a lovely weekend. It's a Saturday and I am trying out something new. You can see the needles are very small. You can't even pick them off the ground. Okay, let me just slide it off the table and put it back because these are quite dangerous when you're cleaning up. Okay, so what I'm trying today, I have this lovely color. It's Alize Cotton Gold. It's a cotton and acrylic blend. Very lovely color. And usually when I step into my office, I try out something new and then I can go to the main project that I had planned for. So today I'm planning to work on the hat. I don't know if you guys watched that live when I was working on a hat. So that's the main project of the day. But I'm also trying out a small swatch that I am going to use for one of my upcoming projects. So let me know what you guys think about the gold and the pink in the comment section because this looks lovely, actually. I feel like if it was a whole piece, it would make a lot of sense and it would be very, very eye-catching. So I have these golden sequins that I used for one of my projects. I used a golden yarn with these sequins and it came out really nice and it was still of the mesh stitch. But today I am using a normal yarn and then I'm using a very small thread. You can see my first approach kind of flopped. That's why these sequins are already threaded into the small yarn. I don't have the patience to keep pulling them and putting them through as I crochet. So this was a flop, but this is the thread that I am using to attach the sequins onto the project. So this is my project for today. It's a small swatch, and if I get a very good look in the end, then this is going to come to life as a project. So this is just a try and error. So after doing the very first row of sequins, I was like, okay, let me go live and I get people's suggestions, or if you have any approach that is better than this, please advise me in the comment section because I would love to find the easiest way to attach these sequins. So, yeah, this is what I'm using right now. I just place it where I want it to go and then I just sew it onto the fabric. In this case, our fabric is crochet already and okay. So I'm just making sure that it's not so tight so that it can hang. For these ones, they're quite tight, but I'm learning as I go so that I correct the mistakes on the upcoming sequins. So I go into it just like 2 or 3 times and that's it. Then I go into the stitches. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see the maroon, the maroon color running across the pink. I got a color that's very close to my primary color of the project so that we don't see it popping through the main color. And you'll be having something as neat as this. So yeah, it's time for me to attach my next sequin. This may take some time, especially if your project is big. For me, I want to work a big project, but I don't know if I'm going to have the patience to finish it up. With this kind of attaching, it may be a challenge, but it may actually be worth the wait. So let me just attach 2 more sequins and we see how that plays out. So I'm attaching the sequins to a mesh pattern and then I'm attaching at the top of every other row. So this is what we'll get. Oh my god, this looks good, but I'm just feeling sorry for myself because for a big project I can't even imagine once I'm done with the mesh pattern and then I have to sew on these sequins one by one for a whole project. But if the swatch makes sense, then I'll go through with it. This is for the people who may be wanting to attach sequins and maybe don't know the approach that they may take. This is the approach that I am using. And if it helps you out, then you can use this. But if you have a better way of attaching, please let me know in the comment section. Okay. Another thing that I have to mention is your darning needle, or this needle that is threaded into the very small thread, should be able to go through this little hole of the sequin. So this is what my sequin looks like. This should be able to go through that little hole. But I have a feeling if the hole on my sequin was a bit big, then I would definitely go in with a crochet hook. I'm going to try out something. I'm going to go to the supermarket and get some supplies, and I'm going to try to restructure these sequins so that they are favorable for crocheting directly, because oh my god, this is something else. I just can't imagine attaching these sequins one by one on a whole project. Not me. I feel like this will take forever. It may even take like weeks or months to do this. So I'm going to try out something new that you guys may, if it works out, I'll go live and you may buy my idea. I have a feeling it's going to work out, but I can't speak for it before I try it out. Hi. So this is what we have. Okay, so imagine this on a beach skirt or something. These look perfectly attached, but the process of attaching one by one may not be something that is practical to most of the people, and it may not be an approach that so many people are into. So I'm going to get off this live and run to the supermarket, try out something new and restructure these sequins, and then I'll see if I have actually gotten a solution for most crochet artists. So stay tuned for that, and yeah, have yourselves a wonderful weekend. At least I've worked on my swatch and I know would a hole puncher work to help crochet easier? I'm going to try it out. That's actually what I have in mind, but I'm hoping all goes well. So let me go and see if I can get one, and then we can try it out again. I'll go live and give you feedback on what I have found or what I have discovered, and then we shall see whether we are buying into it or not. But this is what we have for now. A small simple swatch that looks beautiful, but not practical for a person on the clock. So yeah, I think now I can go on to my main project after seeing this, and I hope you guys have a lovely day. Bye.